What's up, Savage Heads? So here we go. We start with build one, okay? So I said I wanted to start with the shocks. Why would I start building on the shocks? Okay, it's very simple. It's the first thing you're going to have to remove to make a build on a Savage. Why? Why? Because you want to have access to the whole car. And to have access to the whole car, you're going to have to remove one side, well, one chassis, a chassis plate, okay? So, the quickest way and the best way is this way. So, first of all, we take our shocks, then we take off the chassis, one plate, and after having one plate taken off, we've got direct access to the transmission, the gearbox. So, on the next video, what we're going to do is take off the transmission. Okay, but now I'm going to show you what to do. So as we're taking things off of the car, we're going to start fixing them. Okay, we're going to put them the way we want, and that's the most sensible way of working on a car. As you take off, you mend, you maintain, or you change. Okay, but you don't take things off and leave them for later. So you take off, you prepare, you take off, you prepare. So we start with the shocks, then it's going to be the transmission. After the transmission, we're going to go with the diffs. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I said on my first video that if you don't do this on your shocks on a Savage, you're not going to take the most out of it. It's very simple. Why? These shocks are too long. Okay, and it makes it really unstable. They're so long that even the springs don't work, you see. So there's all this loss, so this part is lost. So what do we have to do? We're going to have to make them shorter. Okay, and how do we make them shorter? Well, I'll show you now. But we don't only have to make them shorter, we also have to make them shorter in the sense that it doesn't have much below either. So we're going to have to make it shorter here, and we're going to have to make it shorter here. And how do we do this? Well, let's do it. Here we go. Okay, very simple. And now what do we do? Now we take this off. It's very simple. Take this off, get a pair, these, and we take something to protect this so we don't scratch it, okay? So we hold on tight and we take it off. Okay, so we take them off. It's off. Okay, done. Off. What do we do now? We take this off. Okay, but before we take this off, what are we going to need? What is the main thing we're going to need? Well, we're going to need this, and we're not going to need this. Okay, this one has to be from 10 millimeters to 15 millimeters long. Okay, not shorter, not longer. Otherwise, if it's shorter, you're not doing anything, and if it's longer, you're not helping the suspension to work as it should. Okay, so yeah, if you make it longer than 15 millimeters, it's better just for asphalt. Otherwise, it won't work for bashing. Okay, so this one has to be 10 millimeters to 15 millimeters, and this one has to be 5 millimeters long. Okay, this is the one that we're going to put inside the shock, and this is the one we're going to put outside the shock. Okay, how do we do it? Simple. Okay, we've already taken the lower part, so we take this off. Okay, and inside this we're going to have the oil. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful. Okay, once we take it off with one hand, we hold it on the bottom so it doesn't leak. Okay, we hold it so it doesn't leak. With this hand we take this off, yeah, and we put this in. See, the one that's 10 millimeters long, we put it in. And as we put it in, we put this back in. And once that's done, you're finished. Ah, shit, the oil came out. Okay, it doesn't matter. There you got it. Okay, so put this back on, and now we've already made the Savage arms shorter. Okay, but just 10 millimeters, most 50 millimeters, otherwise the suspension won't work. Now the next part, I've got to put this on and then this on. Okay, why? Because we don't want it to come all the way downwards. Why? Because we don't want the bottom of our chassis touching the floor. Okay, it can't touch the ground. The car has to be kind of 2 to 3 millimeters above the ground to work well. Okay, so we put these two on, and now we have to put this one back on. Okay, and we've finished. Okay, and this is how a proper shock will work on your Savage. Otherwise, you'll just try and drive it, actually. Okay, what did I use for this? I bought this from a tool shop, and this pipe is for a machine washer. Okay, so I go to a tool shop and find something similar that goes inside here. See, and works well. Okay, this works brilliant. Okay, so this. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to take over the transmission and I'm going to shim it and show you how it is inside. Okay, thank you for watching, and bye bye, Savage Heads.